Hey everyone, so today I wanted to show you a bit about my process for writing new music. It's kind of a little different with each song, but the basic process is that I start with what I sing. I will normally get a melody in my head or lyrics, and then I would build layers on top of that. So, for example, I just recently wrote a song that I haven't put any music to yet. And it's a very special song. It's a little different from what I normally do. It's a lot like a Disney song. But it came about because I had just relocated from Ontario to Quebec, and it was a very stressful move. It was tough to change everything, and there was a moment where it was maybe the second or third trip of moving everything over and just sitting in a pile of my stuff in like this strange place and just thinking like, what have I done? I think I've made a big mistake. Like, this is crazy. And this voice came in my head that said, if it wasn't good for you, you wouldn't have done it. That thought expanded into, I've come to a point where I know I can trust my gut. I know I can trust my heart. And if my heart thinks this is the right thing to do, then it is. All of a sudden, that line, if it wasn't good for me, I know I'd never go. I kept hearing that, and I heard it as, if it wasn't good for me, I know I'd never go. And so I kept adding on to it. And it was one of those instances where the words just fell out. And I do what I usually do in those instances. I grabbed my phone, I did a little voice memo, and I sang the top line. And as I was singing, it just all came out at once. So that's what I have so far. I have the top line, which I'm going to put into Logic. So I'm going to record the vocals with the Samsung G-Track Pro. This is the mic I've used a lot to record covers with or quick things with. The real vocals, then I will do that in the studio. But for now, just to get the idea down, I'm just going to use this. I know this road. I know it all too well. And where I go is where I feel compelled. And some days I have to question, can I trust in my own heart? And no, I'd never let it get this far if it wasn't good for me. If it wasn't good for me. When things get tough, that's when you start to think, maybe I don't quite know what's best for me. But there always comes a moment when the light comes into view, and you understand why you felt you had to, and you build that trust a little more and more with your own heart and what you knew before. And you don't have to question if you can trust in your own heart, 'cause you know you never let it get this far if it wasn't good for you. If it wasn't good for you. If it wasn't good for me, I know my limit. If it wasn't good for me, I know I'd never go. To have a little faith and to trust in your own heart. harmonize those two parts together. Let's see how it recorded.
To question, know it all too well, and where I go.
Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is put the metronome back on.
Know it all too well, and where I go.
I'm gonna find those notes and just play the chords along with them. So to do that, I'm gonna unplug my mic and plug in my MIDI keyboard. I know this road, I know it all too well. I know this road. Let's probably start on this chord. It's a little dark. Let's brighten it up. I know this road, I know it all too well. Where I go is where I feel compelled. Yeah, I like that progression. So I'm gonna record that. Hopefully don't mess it up.
I know this road, I know it all too well, and where I go is where I feel compelled.
Okay, so now we have this.
Know this road, I know it all too well, and where I go is where I feel compelled.
What I want to do next is add some harp to that, and I think I'll kind of only add a few more layers, maybe some strings, and then before I turn it over to a real producer.